Mexico's Supreme Court on Thursday ruled that a state law defining life as beginning at conception and equating abortion with murder was unconstitutional in another victory for abortion rights campaigners.
Here's a summary of the article.
Mexico's Supreme Court on Thursday ruled that a state law defining life as beginning at conception and equating abortion with murder was unconstitutional in another victory for abortion rights campaigners. The unanimous decision by the top court concerns the penal code of the northern state of Sinaloa, but will also affect other states with similar laws. After Mexico City decriminalized abortion in the first 12 weeks in 2007, at least 10 of the country's 32 states passed laws obliging the authorities to protect life from the moment of conception. The legislation meant that abortion was equated with infanticide, according to experts. Mexico has a federated system in which the states establish their own laws, but they can be overridden by Supreme Court rulings that establish jurisprudence. On Tuesday, the top court ruled that women should not be punished for abortion, opening the way for women across the country to access the procedure without fear of being prosecuted and potentially imprisoned. Up to now, abortion has been legal in 4 states including Mexico City in the first 12 weeks, while elsewhere, it was permitted in cases of rape.
This post received a score of 14,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It's going to be a hella paradox. Texans sneaking into Mexico now.
This is the second court ruling in 2 days, not a repeat article. Very interesting that the court has decided to take these steps this week. Earlier this week the court declared that it was unconstitutional to criminalize abortion. This case now compounds with the former case, and it would not be surprising to see a rapid overturn in abortion restrictions in the country. Good for Mexico.
But decriminalized doesn't mean legalized though. Will licensed doctors now actually be able to give abortions, or will people have to get these on the street but just not face arrest?
It's not just decriminalized though, it's now basically been determined to be a constitutional right. While we will have to wait for the law to catch up, 31 states is nothing to sneeze at. As it stands, I would guess that a doctor could probably perform an abortion without constitutionally permitted punishment, at least up to 12 weeks like they have done in Mexico City since 2007. But I'm not a Mexican lawyer, so that's speculation at best.
Do you have a source on it being determined as a constitutional right? To my knowledge, that's very different from the reality, which has just lessened, significantly, the ability to criminally charge women who receive abortions.
Rios Farjat, one of the female ministers of the Supreme Court, said this: simplistic arguments should not interfere with human rights. No woman gets pregnant just to have an abortion.
How long till we have women taking a trip down to Mexico in order to get the medical treatment they need? Greatest country in the world, my ass.
We already have people going to Mexico for normal medical care.
Mexican here. I have a planned surgery for when the pandemic allows it. Not urgent. Just something that eventually will have to get done. I talked about it with an American friend that has a similar surgery planned. The cost of my full surgery is less than the cost of his pre-op studies.
In other news, 9 American states following Texas have reverted back to the Scarlet Letter.
Don't worry, they'll be too frustrated finding the 3 remote controls necessary to turn on their TV and wondering why their Viagra isn't working to be relevant politically much longer.
Decriminalizing cannabis consumption and 2 good rulings on abortion. Look at Mexico getting its shit together.
Do we also start requiring child support be paid at conception?
Or life insurance? Fun fact: most insurance coverage starts from 16 to 18 weeks and not from conception.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.